That's good. I never thought about that. That's so good. Okay, so systems is your love language, and I love that. I
Yeah.
love a good system. One of the things I've been working on myself is my end of day like transition time. So it's like, how do I end work well and transition back into like home as like being super present and not being on my phone or not checking in on things. And one that comes to like some boundaries with my phone and my computer and stuff like that. But I want to talk systems, and I want to know, what systems did you start with? Like where you're like, oh, I need this system in my life.
Yeah. Well, I preach this from the rooftops, and I really try and align myself biblically with God, marriage, right? My relationship with Christ, my relationship with my husband, then with my kids, and then the gifts that he's given me to pour into other people. And so I knew that my responsibilities as that aligned with me and I aligned myself with that, my work could not on a regular basis, right? On a macro level, would not be able to take over the time, because really the only way that we can practically apply what we're being asked to do while we're here on earth is how we use our time. That's just essentially what it comes down
Yeah.
to. And so time management is like, that's my bag. Like, that's 100% what I do. And the only way to truly effectively use your time is to have a system in place. So that's like the underlying reason why I put these systems in place, is because of how much more efficient it makes you and how much more present it makes you when you're trying to do all the things. So, with that said, the number one system that I require, that I teach about all the time, and that I require my students to have in place when they come and work with me, is a home management system. And that
Mm,
is what covers, if you want to have more time to be able to work and you want to be able to focus on that work, you can't have dishes and laundry screaming down your throat, and your
yeah.
kids can't be on your lap. You also can't have the schedule all over the place. You can't have gaps in your schedule. You need to be able to keep up with four essential things. One is your time, your calendar, right? The other one is your to-do list, how you're managing all the stuff you're supposed to do every day. The third is the cleaning and the cooking. And the fourth, which a lot of people don't ever think of, but this is like my pride and joy, is how you're getting your family involved in all the
Yeah.
work that has to be done, because nobody's able to do it alone. And quite frankly, when you put systems in place and you're trained to look for the good in everyone in your home, you're trained to look for their skill sets, and you use that to get them involved in the systems, it intrinsically motivates them and rewards them. So by doing those four like essential things in your home, you now have freed up endless time for you to work. Like, I can literally find 15 hours of uninterrupted time for a mom, no matter really how busy she
That's,
is. There's a
yeah.
lot of different ways to slice that. And I run my company now, which has several team members on it. Um, but I started out doing it completely by myself, and I started with 4 hours a week and then went to 8 hours a week. And then it was like, oh, I need 12. And so now I'm at 20 hours average. When we've got big events going on, I'll bump up to 25, 30 hours, but then we scale back the week after because I need a break, So on average, and I do track this like literally down to the second with a tracker, I'm about 20 hours in every week. So that's the first system that I would recommend. That's my passion,
Yeah.
that's my baby. And then there's the systems for your business.